you end up giving birth in your hotel bathroom. Whilst it might sound like a bad dream, it's exactly what happened to Bristol couple Helen and Michael Green, who had no idea Helen was even pregnant until her baby daughter made her surprise arrival.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of My Surrogacy Journey Reactions. Today we're going to be watching This Morning, where a lovely couple found out that they were pregnant but didn't know until they actually gave birth. Before we dive into this, please like, subscribe and ring that notification bell.
You just arrived on your holiday in Canada, one you've been planning for months. You're all very excited about it. You've checked into your hotel.
Yes, I'm there. I'm thinking
Decided to get over a little bit of jet lag.
Yep.
Put yourselves to sleep.
Got it.
A little bit of dream of all the fun that is in store in the next 10 days road trip.
Cocktails,
Something like that,
yeah. But instead, you end up giving birth in your hotel bathroom. Whilst it might sound like a bad dream, it's exactly what happened to Bristol couple Helen and Michael Green, who had no idea Helen was even pregnant until her baby daughter made her surprise arrival.
We are thrilled that they're here alongside gorgeous baby Olivia, who is just the most charming, laid-back thing you could possibly have. Well, she didn't make a fuss for 9 months. Why is she going to make a fuss now?
Exactly.
And it's extraordinary. Thank you all for joining us.
Hello.
Thank
you for having me.
I mean, we've been talking about it. It feels like the plot out of a soap storyline or a film. It doesn't seem real, but this genuinely happened.
Yes.
Ellen, talk us through how it all started, because you've been planning the trip for a while. You'd arrived in Canada, no issues, no feelings of anything going wrong?
No, so I felt a little bit unwell on the aeroplane, on the flight over, but sort of put it aside, thought maybe it was period pains. We finally got to Canada about 3:30, landed, got to our hotel about 5:30. I wasn't feeling so great, so Michael and Darcy went for a walk in the local area just to go out and get some food. I decided to stay in the hotel room and have a nap.
Yeah.
I had a nap and then woke up, felt absolutely fine again, so started to unpack. And then Mike and Darcy came back to the room, and I thought, right, let's go out, let's go and explore.
Yeah.
Darcy complained that she was tired. Understandable. She had a long flight. And Michael had said, look, it's raining quite badly outside, so let's just stay in. We stayed in the room. They went to sleep. I wasn't so tired because I'd had my nap. Fell asleep eventually, and about quarter to two, in the morning, just woke up with really bad stomach pains. And just got up, went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So the lights were all off because I didn't want to wake
The
Michael
others.
and Darcy at all. Walked into the bathroom, and then just sort of, when you walk into the bathroom, the sink is on the left, and it's sort of in a unit. Sort of just gripped onto the side because I felt like my legs were going to go.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, my body just said, push.
Yeah.
My body just took over, and a big push, and then I sort of wasn't sure what was happening, but I thought, I kind of know this.
You've been through it in the past?
I've had 2 of the children, so been through that. And then
My first reaction to this is just, wow, like, is this even possible? Can this even happen? And absolutely it can. I actually know somebody who has been through this and didn't know they were pregnant until they gave birth. So I have, genuine experience with somebody that had gone through this. So I know the fear that she would have experienced in that bathroom, especially on holiday, away from her family, just having her partner there. Pregnancy is a scary time, knowing that you're pregnant and then, leading up to the birth. So having no symptoms other than her feeling a little bit poorly when she's on the plane and then to get to her hospital room and then to start, contracting and then her body taking over. Like, for me, that would be so scary. So it's just crazy how your body just knows then what to do when it knows what you're obviously her body knows she's pregnant. She doesn't know she's pregnant, but the body then just takes over and absolutely knows what to do. For me to be in that position, I would be petrified. I would be so scared. Obviously she doesn't know what's going on, but like she said, she felt that she'd been there before because she's already got children. But yeah, bless her heart.
Just went and sat down on the loo because I thought, if this is happening, I don't want anything to. It just felt like the safest place to be. And then again, body just said push, one big push, and she was out. It's yeah.
But you, so you look down into, you look down and you go, was she crying? You've suddenly there's a baby there.
Suddenly, and that's exactly how I felt.
Process that.
I don't know. I literally don't know. So I sort of scooped her up pretty quickly. And
out of the toilet bowl.
loo.
Oh,
yeah.
my
goodness.
So luckily it was clean.
Yeah,
Water birth.
luckily, yeah.
So she gave birth and her little girl was in the toilet. Again, what a scary experience for her to go through in a bathroom in a foreign country without any family. Like, for me, reacting to this, like, the first thing that you would want is your family around you to pick up that phone and ring and have the doctors and everybody around you because you've just given birth. Even not knowing that you're pregnant all the way through and then giving birth is scary. So in that situation for her, just giving birth, the baby's in the toilet, she has to then pick that baby up, come to terms with she's just given birth, and then also, what do you do next? Yeah.
But yeah, just picked her up, and then I was sort of holding her like this because I was just shaking, just shaking. She cried. Michael then sort of shouted to me like, Helen, and I was like...
Because the lights are still off.
Lights are off.
It's completely dark.
What do you
So
think?
you have no idea at this
Well,
point?
I get called and then I hear a baby cry, and I just thought, obviously I'm half asleep. Is that Helen calling me because she can't sleep? A baby's next door or in the hallway? And then Olivia cried again. I thought, that's in this room. And that's...
You know, imagine what the husband or the partner is thinking there when his wife is in the bathroom just giving birth to a baby that they didn't know they were expecting. And then the lights are off. He hears somebody crying and he's like, that is in this room. Where is that cry coming from? What is that cry? And then he walks in to see his wife with a baby in their arms. Like, putting yourself in that position, it's just something that happens in a soap, like not happens in real life. It'd take you a minute to come to terms with something like that.
When I was like, right, I put our light on, went between so Darcy was in the other bed, went between the beds, went to the bathroom door and just pushed it open. Could just see Helen holding a baby.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
And what did you say? Do you remember what you said?
I think her name kind of says it all, the initials. So it's Olivia Maple Florence Green. That was my reaction. So yeah, that's kind of, and then it felt like forever. I was just pacing up. Like, it felt like a long time, but I obviously went and rang for a paramedic.
Yes. So what happened next? Because obviously Helen's there and you're still processing.
Yeah.
You're
baby.
I've got no idea what's going on. I thought it was a dream. I genuinely thought it was a dream. When I first heard the baby cry, I thought, I'm just having a dream.
I'm going to wake up.
And then yeah.
I mean, dads are useless at the best of times when it comes to birth, right?
And I'm terrible in a crisis anyway. So this was, I've got history with this. So yeah.
I'm laughing because the dad's just said, he's useless in a crisis and he's not good with those type of situations like the birth. And reacting to that, I can just if I put myself in that situation and, that was my husband then having to ring a paramedic to say that I've just given birth in a foreign country, like, he would just be all over the place. So bless them, like, how they came to terms in that moment to then ring a paramedic to then be on the phone to say, oh, my wife's just given birth. We didn't know we were pregnant. The baby's absolutely fine, but, we need to get her checked over to make sure the baby and the wife's okay. Imagine being on the other end of that phone call. I mean, this does happen. Like I said, I know somebody who went through this, a friend of a friend. But just imagine being that paramedic. It's one to write in the book, isn't it?
It was it was okay though, because as soon as I got on the phone to the paramedics,
started getting practical.
Calmed you down.
Well, they calmed me down, and even they were like, "What?" But they obviously knew what to say, and they actually send out the fire brigade and the paramedics at the same time, and the fire brigade got there first, and so because they're medically trained to a level,
Okay.
Oh, I
so
see.
they kept me on the phone, but they got there just to help. And then the paramedics arrived not long afterwards. And at this point, I kept myself out of the way. Darcy's woken up, asking me what's going on.
Yes.
And I said, I
Darcy's
think Mummy's
6.
had a baby. And she was so excited. This is 2
I
o'clock
love
in
the
the morning.
question mark on the end of that statement.
Well, I'm not overly sure what's going on.
Wow.
I think we've got a picture of Darcy with a little sister. Look at her.
And imagine it then explaining that to the sibling that's just woken up in the whole mix of everything that's going on. That, okay, you've got a sibling, she'd be so excited, but how, when, why, like when? But yeah, they're just showing a photo now of the two together, and it's adorable. But what a dynamic, what a change in their family unit to then have this baby that nobody expected. Putting yourself in that situation, it's what a ride.
Oh, she's beautiful.
I mean, if that's how she thinks babies come as well, Mummy just goes to the toilet and then they arrive.
Oh, we cancelled all the holidays. No, we haven't. It's been crazy. She's taken to it.
So their family has obviously changed now forever for the better, and that's a holiday that they will also remember forever. And imagine then, ringing your family and saying, "Oh, we're coming home as a four because we've brought this incredible baby into the world." So yeah, what a lovely story, but also a one to share with the grandchildren further down the line. I'm not a medical trained professional within my surrogacy journey, the organisation. My role is member experience director, so I oversee the whole operations within my surrogacy journey. So I'm not a clinician, I'm not a doctor, but I do know this is possible. Some women don't get any movement from the baby depending on where the placenta is, so this, like I say, this is possible. So if anybody can relate to this video, miss cycle, some people bleed throughout, or if you feel a little bit unwell and you can resonate with this, then obviously go to your local GP. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. Please leave the comments really kind, and like I said, please like, subscribe and ring that notification bell.